talking like that. It's how you talk to people. Coming up. Welcome back. My name is Isaac, and this is Motivation Inspired. If you're checking it out, it's the first time, be sure to follow me on my channel by clicking the subscribe button down below. Next to it, notification bell, click on that so you can have up-to-date videos as I regularly post them. Well, today we're going to be talking about it's how you talk to people, right? It's how you speak to them, how you really kind of relate. Nowadays, it's getting kind of crazy. Even just recently, I was on the phone dealing with customer service, and I got to tell you, it was a very rough conversation. You know why? Well, I got 4 tips that's going to help you just be a better person in every situation you deal with. Number 1, let's get into Proverbs chapter 37, verse 8. Very simple. For those of you who don't know what that is, very simple. Stay away from anger. It can lead you to in a position to get ugly. So you got to stay away from anger. And that brings me to that first point. Turn away from anger. Here's the thing. The problem is that you can't resolve anything in life simply because of anger. You're angry for what? What is the situation you're going through that's getting you to be in the point to be angry? And that brings me to my second point. Listen. If you listen to what goes on, and maybe you can have a better understanding what they're trying to say. Because it's very simple to get angry and not to hear what you're trying to be dominant over the phone. By the way, if you're dealing with customer service, they're rating you. That's right. Remember, back in the day, you would rate the customer service on their part. No, they're rating you as a customer. They're writing notes down. You have an account with them. They're saying so-and-so is being rude. Watch out. Okay? So they're well aware of your shenanigans or whatever you do on the phone. So stop the anger. Turn away from that and start listening to what they're trying to say. Okay? The rules are the rules. Okay, it's when you talk to people, it's how you talk to them. How do you handle that? How do you stay calm? I know it gets to a point where you're never going to accomplish that simply because of that. Now, you also need to pay attention. Pay attention what they're telling you, whoever is telling you. And I'm using an example of customer service. Pay attention. Follow what they're saying. Figure out what they're saying. Okay, because it's very important for you to understand that. It makes every difference when you do that. Now, also, what you need to do is avoid making assumptions. You're making assumptions. You think they're saying this and they're not. Really understanding what you're trying to say. Believe me, it happens. It happens. It happened to me because I was assuming these things, and it can get you in a bad position. Okay, now talk to them in their own words. That's right. What that means is you speak to them in a manner that they speak to you in a nice way. Okay, so if they're getting that, they shouldn't get nasty to you or anybody in general nasty. Just kind of use their own words, and that I'm telling you, that's going to diffuse that anger. That whatever that comes into your mind, you have to hold your breath. I'm telling you, sometimes you have to hold your breath because you can't get things accomplished the way you need to, right? Now, also, acknowledge that you're listening to them. So if they're telling you something important, don't ignore it. Like I said, pay attention and acknowledge what they're saying and nod. Yeah, okay. I mean, that way they understand that you're have a complete understanding of what's happening, right? Now, you could also summarize what they're saying. So in other words, since you paid attention, you acknowledge, you listen, now you're going to summarize so that way you can understand exactly what you're trying to accomplish, right? So that helps you out. Now, I know at times that conversations can be weird. Watch the cues. Watch the person. They won't. It's like a non-verbal behavior. You know, they start squint. They're doing something funny or what have not. Then you know that's a subject. It's how you talk to people, right? So when you talk to people, just watch out for their behavior, because or change the subject. Sometimes it could be a subject that it's really beyond their understanding, or just simply because they don't want to talk about it. Remember, it's how you speak to people and how you deliver that. Okay, so watch their behavior, watch their verbal way of doing things, and that it's going to help you in the long run. Their body language, they're uncomfortable with the language, whatever you're saying, stop saying that. So watch what you say when you talk to people. It's how you say things that's going to deliver a better perspective in what you're trying to accomplish. Okay, most importantly, don't tell people what to do. That's right. Why? Because then you become a socialist, and then you're dominating on situations that you feel that you have power and control. Okay, so don't do that. Don't put yourself in a position that's going to make you look like a fool. Okay, so I hope that this helps you out, so you can have a clear understanding when you're dealing with people. You have an understanding, and you're focusing on what needs to be done, and your part makes a difference in how you deliver your language. Thanks for watching Motivation Inspired. I know this hit a hot topic, hot button, so I want to hear your comments. Make sure you send something to me. Tell me how you're dealing with people on the regular basis. Tell me how this actually helped you. Also, be sure to like, share, and tell everybody about this channel. We'll see you on the next video.